Okay, guys, today marks the day that this version of the Gator, the 2015 version of it, is now officially longer than that original draft, which was only slightly over 8,000 words. I'm now at the 9,000, well, there's a little bit more than 9,000, but approximately 9,000 word mark. And I'm not even done with chapter 2 of 15, and the alligator hasn't killed anybody yet. The alligator hasn't eaten anyone. We've got a long way to go, my goodness. But I'm proud of myself for how it's been pacing over time. And it was interesting. Today's scene was really fascinating. It was actually quite glum, quite depressing. I introduced a new character. Woo, yay! This character actually has a history with the church, a history with Todd and Lynn and Charlie, who's the family unit. And Todd, and they go out to an Indian restaurant. Todd takes her. No, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Todd gets there, and they realize that the store is going to be closing up shop by the end of the week. And they're the only ones in the restaurant. There's something that's really glum and devastating about that. And it's one of those, I've really thought about this. I honestly don't think that this character, Amita, will show up in any other scene of the novel. But I just have this feeling that she's going to be one of the most memorable characters. And we don't interact with her that much, but she has a history, and she's someone who's literally lost everything and she has to move to start her life over. And this is something that I think a lot of people can relate to, which is probably why it will be one of the most memorable characters of the piece. I don't know, it happens every day. Every day I'm like, oh my goodness, it's so great, it's so amazing. This one I actually think I'm going to look back on at the very end of the 75-day journey and say, yeah, that was one of the best scenes I ever did. Because it's just so striking, so sad. Oh, so sad. I'm really tired. I don't know what's wrong. It's been a very exhausting week. But you know what? Week 2 is almost done. Chapter 2 is almost done. And I get to take a break very, very soon. And this is a good thing. Yes. I need to step away from Charlie and all of his drama. Charlie and his family, gosh, man. They're so crazy. I don't know. Actually, I think most everything that's happened so far, apart from the alligator stuff, has been pretty believable, pretty realistic. Definitely not as intense as some other things I have. And this has a slower pace than anything else I've ever written, I'm pretty certain. Fallen Leaves is a calmer story, ultimately, than the Gator is, but Fallen Leaves is always pretty fast-paced. This one I want to take my sweet old time before the craziness happens. And again, the craziness won't happen until week 5. I'm like, oh, I'm so ready to get there now because of how long it's taking me to write one chapter. It takes 5 days to write one chapter. That's a long time to spend on one chapter. Oh, and it's stretching me more than I really want to be stretched right now. I'm like, oh, goodness. My goodness. Okay. Anyways, tomorrow will be the end of another week, the end of another chapter, as you very well know. And I'll see if I can wrap things up with Chapter 2 and give it a title. Because Chapter 2 doesn't have a title yet. I don't know what title I'll give it. Actually, I have an idea. Yeah, I think I could do that. Maybe. Not sure. Anyways, you know what I always say. Remember the mantra. This is how we end every video. Remember that mantra. The Gator, it's exactly what you think it is. Whoop!